is diversifying and the nuclear family is falling apart. Biotech is an exploding frontier. It is clever enough and small enough to enter and change our very cells. New forms of DNA have been invented. There's GNA, as I told you about, and PNA, a hybrid of protein and DNA that will add to our double helix a third strand. When nanobiotech has a firm footing in us, it will be easy to upgrade and downgrade anyone and anything in any way. Oliver Curry, an evolutionist at the London School of Economics, predicted in 2007, the human race will one day split into two separate species, an attractive, intelligent ruling elite and an underclass of dim-witted, ugly, goblin-like creatures. So here you have the e-workers and the elites. Transhumans will presumably be involved in this process, the process of transformation, the process of renovation, remaking us into what someone considers improved. We are transhumans now. Improved is only what fits certain specifications. For instance, a specimen that can work 18 hours a day, a specimen that is sterile, that will never have the responsibility of caring for others, a specimen that is even-tempered with a narrow, predictable range of expression. All this is enhanced, improved. Better performance is just that, the ability to produce a better result. It does not mean a specimen with greater skills. It may mean a specimen with narrower skills and the ability to repeat a task. So while the current ethical debate is about whether or not we should upload computers into our brains and how human we will be when that happens, there is something happening on the nanoscale right now. What it is exactly is unknown to us. As attempts by lay people to communicate with scientists about Morgellons-type materials are going nowhere. There is a blackout on this subject. Its victims are dismissed as having a psychological problem that is called delusional parasitosis. The presence of patented creations in our bodies gives rise to intellectual property issues. We know what has been done to small farmers into whose fields the winds have brought genetically engineered strains. They are sued by the powerful agricultural companies who own the patents. Will the day come when we are subjected to the jurisdiction of corporations whose patented materials we are carrying in our bodies? It doesn't matter how it got there. The fault is yours if it is simply in your possession. This is a forced partnership between us and them. This is how we will be eternally owned by them. This is how they can push our biology from Homo sapien to Homo evolutus without our having a say in it. For now, engineered technology in all living things is a secret. But one day we may be charged with unlawful possession of something that has become a part of us that we cannot get rid of. The nature of biology is to adapt. As more unnatural elements enter our bodies, if we cannot reject them, we will find ways to accommodate them. You could call it Invasion of the Body Snatchers meet Sleeping with the Enemy. In fact, the original Body Snatchers movie contains some interesting lines. Your new bodies are taking you over, cell for cell, atom for atom, and you'll be born into an untroubled world. Don't fight it, Miles, it's no use. Their bodies were now hosts harboring an alien form of life, a cosmic form. Metabiology was a term coined by the famous Jonas Salk of the Salk polio vaccine. It describes a form of biological prospecting, exploiting genetics, using chemistry, physics, and radiation for commercial and other goals. The 1940s and 50s gave us the birth of radiation biology, the techniques of which were used to decipher the mysteries of heredity, genes, and immunity. Geneticists plumbed chemistry and physics, using X-rays and UV light to irradiate plants, fungi, and fruit flies to see how mutations altered amino acids and enzymes to form a new biochemistry. All this continues today. We are living, walking laboratories for powerful science in a society of increasing control. We are being altered. The future being spoken of is happening now. My question is, how will we transcend this? And I have one more clip for you.
Nanobots will infuse all the matter around us with information. Rocks, trees, everything will become these intelligent computers. So at that point, we're going to expand out into the rest of the universe. We will be sending basically nanotechnology infused with artificial intelligence. Swarms of those will go out into the universe and basically find other matter and energy that we can then harness to expand the overall intelligence of our human-machine civilization. So the universe will wake up, it'll become intelligent, and that will multiply our intelligence trillions of trillions fold. You know, we can't really fully contemplate. And that's really the main reason this is called the singularity. But regardless of what you call it, it will be the universe waking up. So does God exist? Well, I would say not yet.
That's it. I'm waiting.
What do you think, folks? Sophia Smallstorm, pretty amazing research, very important. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you very much. I predicted there would be no applause. And I don't know how much time we have, but, you know,
do we have a little bit of time?
we can leave any time. You can ask me questions tomorrow. As I said, I don't even know if I could answer them.
Couple of questions.
Yeah. I think I heard the question a little bit. It was about Dr. Mary's monkey.
Okay. Speak up.
Yeah, correct. Dr. Mary's monkey.
Yes.
With the Jonas Salk, brought up the Jonas Salk studies with the simian viruses, monkey viruses that contaminated the polio vaccines.
I have a research associate who will be covering this at length on a website called waypasthuman.com. So it was in the list of websites that I gave. But I don't have time to go into Dr. Mary's monkey and the virology issues right now. It's kind of off this subject.
There's a lot of studies that's done that shows that soft tissue cancers are caused by those viruses that were inoculated through the polio vaccines.
If you
in
go
the
to
50s.
waypasthuman.com, which will be up soon, you will find a lot of information there. So Way Past Human, that's where they're taking us. Don't forget it.
And another website, meandlee.com.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Real quick, we've got very, very little time.
Quick comment. Given that black budget projects are decades in advance of conventional technology, have some groups already reached the singularity and are implementing it for the rest of us?
Good one.
Well, yes, I would say that people ask me all the time, well, these people breathe chemtrails. What are they? Don't they care? And the fact is that they want this conversion. They want this convergence. They want this singularity. I couldn't tell you whether they've attained it or not. But this is what is desired for humanity and all living things. And as you saw Ray Kurzweil, he said it's going to be everywhere. The entire universe is going to be filled with material that responds to external control. That's really what it is. Intelligence is just that in their definition.
is there a way to shut down the Morgellons in your body or kill the nano stuff that's in you?
Well, this is what we're going to have to explore ourselves. Where is this coming from? We have to become metabiological ourselves, beyond our own biology. I don't know if the frequencies that we're capable of generating through our consciousness, this is where you go into metaphysics, and I have not been able to put anything conclusive together, because who am I? I'm just like you. I saw different things, I came on those things with a perspective, and I showed you that perspective here. I just pulled stuff together from afar. I went way out of the box. So we're going to have to go way out of the box. We are stuck here on the third dimension, reacting and responding. We have forgotten that we are creatures of intention, of creation. If we can remember that, wake that up in ourselves, we have a chance. That's where we have to go. Thank you. Okay. No.
Quick question. Have any of these people working on these projects been able to share with you? Are they willing to talk to you and open up?
I've never approached them. I don't believe that they would. Morgellons, I almost called it McDonald's. Can you believe that? That's how ubiquitous it is. Morgellons is not acknowledged. It's acknowledged only as a psychological problem. And in fact, I think it was the some large organization just declared it moot and not pertinent.
This is a comment, a question about a previous elite, very strong here in California, called the Eugenicist Society, that were elites, and this is the early 1900s, 1910, they felt the elite, and this is prominent people in universities, that said that certain ethnic types we had to weed out. What we needed is Anglo-Saxon only. We didn't need Eastern European, blacks, Mexicans, Greeks, Irish. And these were leading people in our universities in California, and they influenced the Nazi Party and how they view superiority. So what I'm saying is, we've had elites make plans for us before, and this is another one where they're making plans for control.
I will just say something quickly. The term eugenics was changed in the early 1950s to transhumanism. It's the same thing. It's just a new word. So the transhumanists are pushing for the post-human. And I will say again, the post-human will have no gender, the post-human will be non-reproductive, and the post-human will be improved in the sense that it will be tailored to specific tasks. Remember the picture I showed you of the dairy cows? Post-human, the improved human, is not going to be Superman. It's not going to be Einstein. It's not going to be anybody fancy. When you have technological control of all living things, you can confer attributes to some, and you can degrade and devolve others. So you and I are going to be the goblins. Okay.
Sophia, thank you so much. One more for Sophia Smallstorm. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Keep my mic. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to change the room for tonight.